What is SLIM? Introduction. The Solanium platform is a decentralized platform on the Solana blockchain. The platform will introduce decentralized fundraising, time-weighted token staking and governance voting to the Solana ecosystem. We are giving high priority to both UI and UX, as we think good UI is one of the core principles that are currently lacking or not prioritized in the ecosystem. We feel that this is one of the most important factors to onboard new users to the Solana ecosystem. The platform will be an all-in-one solution for Solana, with integrated wallet, DEX and transaction management. All major Solana wallets will be supported. The platform will extend any connected wallet with inline wallet management. The user does not have to leave the platform to see token balances, send or receive tokens or manage token accounts. Experienced users can still manage their wallet through their wallet provider, and any changes will directly be reflected on the platform. Get to know Solanium. This portal serves as knowledge base for the Solanium platform. You can read our tokenomics and roadmap, as well as dive into the different products currently in the pipeline. The docs describe the vision of the team. New functionality or implementations may be introduced at any time. Token information. Type, SPL token on Solana ticker, SLIM total supply, 100 million SLIM, fixed token contract, XXXXA1SKNGWFTW2KFN8XIW9XQ8HBZ5KVTC says TT9FW initial circulating supply, 30 million SLIM initial market cap, $6 million USD private sale price, $0.133 minus $0.183 USD public sale price, 20 cents USD token distribution. Both our seed and private sale rounds are distributed over many different participants. By distributing our seed, private and public sales, we are trying to create the most fair token distribution on launch possible, with no single entity holding large quantities of the supply. For token vesting, we will use bondfeeders vesting contracts to lock tokens ahead of the public sale. For sake of transparency, all addresses and vesting seeds will be published here, but you can already get an overview of it if you take a look at the distribution page in the Explorer. Roadmap. Q2 2021 base platform launch, new website, tradable DEX UI beta tester incentive program, public token sale liquidity provider incentive program, Q3 2021 token staking launch, first phase of Solanium pools live, Q4 2021 second phase of Solanium pools live, extended functionalities, start development Solanium governance, Q1 2022 first phase of Solanium governance live. What is Solana, Sol? What is Solana, Sol? Solana is a web-scale blockchain that provides fast, secure, scalable, decentralized apps and marketplaces. The system currently supports 65,000 TPS, transactions per second, and 400 milliseconds block times. The overarching goal of the Solana software is to demonstrate that there is a possible set of software algorithms using the combination to create a blockchain. So this would allow transaction throughput to scale proportionally with network bandwidth, satisfying all properties of a blockchain: scalability, security and decentralization. Furthermore, the system able to support an upper bound of 710,000 TPS on a standard gigabit network and 28.4 million TPS on a 40 gigabit network. Background: the Solana, Sol, platform was founded back in 2017 by Anatoly Yakovenko. Yakovenko worked at Qualcomm before founding Solana. He has a wide range of experience with compression algorithms after his previous experience at Dropbox as a software engineer. Along with Eric Williams and Solana's CTO, Greg Fitzgerald, they created a new process of dealing with traditional throughput problems that existed in the Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchains. They hoped to create a trustless and distributed protocol that would allow for more scalability. The team currently is backed by experiences from top organizations in the world, including Apple, Qualcomm, Intel, Google, Microsoft, Twitter, Dropbox, and more. The impact that Solana has created also brought the attention of many investors that include Multicoin Capital, Foundation Capital, Slow Capital, CMCC Global, Abstract Ventures, and more. What type of consensus method does Solana use? As one of the most performant permissionless blockchains in the world, the network has 200 physically distinct nodes supporting a throughput of more than 50,000 TPS when running with GPUs. One of the biggest challenges with distributed systems is the agreement in time. Unlike Bitcoin that uses the POW algorithm as a decentralized clock for the system, Solana uses a proof of history method. With proof of history, you are able to create historical records that prove that an event occurs during a specific moment in time. The algorithm is a high-frequency verifiable delay function. This function requires a specific number of sequential steps to evaluate. Transactions or events that are evaluated will be given a unique hash and a count that can be publicly and effectively verified. The count allows us to know when each transaction or event occurred, functioning like a cryptographic timestamp. Within every node there is also a cryptographic clock that keeps track of the network's time and the ordering of events. This allows high throughput and more efficiency within the Solana network. 8 core innovations of Solana: proof of history, PoE, right pointing arrow. A clock before consensus. Solana's PoE consensus algorithm helps to create more efficiency and higher throughput rate within the Solana network. So by having historical records of events or transactions, it allows the system to more easily track transactions and keep track of the ordering of the events. Tower BFT right pointing arrow. PoE optimized version of PBFT, practical Byzantine fault toleration. Tower BFT is a PBFT-like Conesis algorithm that is made to take advantage of the synchronized clock. The Tower BFT uses the PoE as its cryptographic clock, which allows consensus to be reached without having to incur massive messaging overhead and transaction latency. Turbine right pointing arrow. A block propagation protocol. The Turbine protocol makes it easier to transmit data to the blockchain nodes. Turbine is able to do this by breaking the data into smaller packets. This allows Solana to address issues of bandwidth and also increase its overall capacity to settle transactions faster. Gulfstream right pointing arrow. Mempool less transaction forwarding protocol. The Gulfstream protocol plays an important role pushing transaction caching and forwarding it to the edge of the network. This allows the validators to execute the transactions ahead of time, reducing confirmation time, faster leader switching, and reduced memory pressure on validators from unconfirmed transaction pools. So this protocol is what allows Solana to support 50K TPS. Sea-level right pointing arrow. Parallel smart contracts runtime. Sea-level is a hyper-parallelized transaction processing engine that is used to scale horizontally across GPUs and SSDs. With this system in place, it allows Solana to obtain a more efficient runtime and also allow transactions to run concurrently on the same state blockchains. Pipeline right pointing arrow. A transaction processing unit for validation optimization. Pipelining is a process where a stream of input data assigns to different hardwares responsible for it. So this mechanism allows transaction information to be quickly validated and replicated across all the nodes in the network. Cloudbreak right pointing arrow. Horizontally scaled accounts database. To achieve the necessary scalability on the Solana network, it requires the use of Cloudbreak. Cloudbreak is a data structure that is optimal for concurrent reads and writes across the network. Archivers right pointing arrow. Distributed ledger storage. We use archivers for data storage. Data on Solana offloads from validators to a network of nodes known as archivers. These nodes can be lightweight, laptops, and they will be subject to a check, every so often, to ensure they are storing the right data. What is a Solana, Sol cluster? The Solana cluster plays an important role in Solana software. A cluster is a set of computers that are working together. They can be viewed from the outside as a singular system. Each Solana cluster is a set of independently owned computers that usually work together, can also work against each other. The computers help verify the output of untrusted, user-submitted programs. Furthermore, we can use the cluster anytime a user hopes to preserve an immutable record of events or the programmatic interpretation of the events. Some use cases of the technology is to track which computers did work that was meaningful in keeping the cluster running. Another may be to track the possession of real-world assets. One good thing about this is that as long as someone has a copy of the ledger, the output of its programs will always be able to be reproduced and will be independent of the organization that issued it. How does Solana work? Input of transactions to the leader will sequence the messages and orders them efficiently so that it can be processed by other nodes. The leader then executes the transactions on the current state that stores in the RAM. Leader will then publish the transactions and signature of the final state to verifiers, replication nodes. Verifiers will then execute the same transactions on their copies of the state and publish their signatures of the state. If it receives confirmation, published confirmations will then serve as votes for the consensus algorithm. The Sol token. The Sol token is the native currency in Solana's ecosystem. So the token can pass to nodes within the Solana cluster in exchange for running on-chain programs or validating its output. Another use for Sol is to perform micropayments known as lamports. The current circulating supply of Sol is 26 million. The maximum supply of Sol caps at 489 million Sol. Sol also has additional use cases. You can stake the token to earn additional rewards. So staking is a good way for users to earn profit if they are just looking to hold their tokens. The process of staking is quite simple. It is as follows. Transfer tokens to a wallet that supports staking. Create a staking account. Select a validator from Solana's validators. Delegate your stake to the validator who are some of Solana's partners. Solana, Sol, has quite a few partners in the crypto industry. Many are the best and brightest in the crypto industry. These firms include Project Serum, FTX, Terra, Akash, Chainlink, Civic, Defuse, Formatic, Stardust, Kin, Tempest, and more. Solana's partner that rose 1,500%, Serum. Serum has been quite hot in the news, growing 1,500% since its IEO. The main reason why Serum chose to build on Solana is because it offers the best of both centralized and decentralized worlds. It allows exchanges to be resistant to censorship, non-custodial, inexpensive and highly liquid. This is only achievable with Solana as it allows Serum to run on or on-chain central limit order book that updates every 400 milliseconds. Solana allows Serum to achieve one of the lowest latency and gas costs, hence making it revolutionary. Conclusion: Solana solves the many traditional issues that earlier blockchain technology experiences. Solana displays a new structure for verifying transactions and a more efficient consensus algorithm. The platform will definitely be a strong competitor with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana displays the fast advancements in the crypto industry in just mere 10 years. The platform will definitely be something to look out for as it continues to develop.